So, what if the biggest failures in your life were actually your greatest assets? We're going to dive into a mindset that turned 10,000 defeats into one of the most important inventions in history and completely changed the way we all live. Let's get into it.
You know this feeling, right? That pit in your stomach when something you poured your heart into just doesn't work out? It's a universal sting, and for a lot of people, that's where the story ends.
And then it happens again. This time, it's not just a little disappointment. That little voice of doubt starts getting louder, and you can feel the frustration really starting to build.
And again, and again. Now, try to wrap your head around that feeling, that mounting frustration, not just 5 or 10 times, but on a scale that's, well, it's almost unthinkable.
10,000. That's how many times the world told one man he had failed, right before he gave us the electric light. And that man, of course, was Thomas Edison.
So, what was his secret? How did he do it? Well, while everyone else was busy counting his failures, Edison was operating from a completely different playbook.
This right here, this gets to the very heart of it. Where the world saw nothing but repeated defeats and collapsed experiments, Edison saw something else entirely. For him, every single broken filament wasn't a failure, it was data. Every dead end wasn't a setback, it was progress. It was just one more way not to do it crossed off the list.
And it all comes down to this one quote. I mean, this isn't just some clever line. It's a radical reframing of what failure even is. This mindset wasn't just about inventing a light bulb. It was a blueprint for achieving pretty much anything.
So how can we actually use this in our own lives? Let's break down Edison's philosophy into 4 powerful lessons that we can all learn from.
We've all been there, right? When a project gets shot down, or you just don't get the result you wanted, it is so easy to internalize it. It feels like a judgment, a verdict on your capability, on who you are as a person.
But here's the mental jujitsu that changed everything for Edison. He separated his actions from his identity. You see, a failed experiment didn't mean he was a failure. Nope, it was just a piece of data. He treated every wrong answer not as a judgment, but as a signpost telling him where not to go next. In his mind, every single mistake was a step forward.
So, if we really look at his process, it's built on these 4 pillars. It all starts by just accepting that failure is a natural, expected part of the journey. And from there, that foundation supports everything else.
And those pillars give us 3 core lessons. First up, persistence. Let's be honest, most people stop at the first sign of real resistance. Edison saw resistance as proof he was on the right track, pushing boundaries. The second is patience. In a world that wants everything instantly, his work is a huge reminder that real breakthroughs are a marathon, not a sprint. And finally, it all comes back to mindset. Do you see a dead end, or do you see a lesson that's pointing you in a new direction?
And this brings us to what might be the most important takeaway from this whole explainer. You have a choice in how you look at your own setbacks.
I mean, this slide lays out the choice so clearly. On one side, you've got the old belief. Failure defines you. It's a final verdict that makes you shrink. But on the other side, you have the Edison belief. Failure teaches you. It's a process that helps you expand and grow. The choice really is up to us.
So in the end, that light bulb is so much more than a scientific breakthrough. It's a physical symbol of this entire philosophy. It's literal proof that a resilient mindset can and absolutely will outshine thousands of rejections.
So I'm going to leave you with this challenge. The next time you hit a wall, the next time something doesn't work out, resist that gut instinct to ask, why am I failing? Instead, just pause and ask yourself, okay, what is this trying to teach me? That simple shift could unlock everything.
Hey, if this idea resonated with you, we'd love for you to join our community and keep this conversation going.
If this gave you a new way to think, go ahead and hit that like button. And I genuinely love to read your stories, so drop a comment below and share one failure that actually taught you something really valuable. And of course, subscribe for more explainers just like this one to help transform your mindset. Thanks for digging into this with me.